Welcome to NCTV. I'm Justice Pullins.
And I'm Xander Spethman, and this week we wanted to change things up a bit by
showing our new Halloween intro.
That's what's up. And now we wanted to get more into the Halloween spirit and recreate a famous horror movie scene. Roll it.
Next up, I interviewed a new teacher at NC.
Not every new face you see will always be a student. Here at NCTV, we interviewed one of NC's new teachers, Miss Lynch. We also interviewed some of her students to see how their first impression of her was and how they think of her so far. And now, without further ado, Miss Lynch.
My first experience at NC has been rewarding so far. I am so excited about the classes that I teach, and everyone is so welcoming and nice.
My first impression was that I think she looked nice. I could just feel that she was going to be a good teacher for the year, and so far she's been pretty awesome.
I thought she was very quirky and sweet and nice, and she was a very fun teacher to be around.
My first impression of NC was how large it is. I've only ever taught in relatively small schools and some extremely small schools, and so to be in a larger school is a new experience for me, but I think it has great rewards because I'm able to influence a lot more students.
She's really straightforward, and I think she teaches very well. She connects with her students, and she genuinely cares about each and every one of us.
What sets her apart from all my other teachers? Probably how interactive she is with the class and engaged she is with our lives and making sure we're doing okay.
NC seems to be different from other schools that I've taught at because it is so welcoming and so warm. The people here have just been nothing but helpful, and and I've already made positive relationships with staff and students, and so not seeing kids every single day, having them every other day, I thought it would take a lot longer to build relationships with them, but that's not the case. The students have also been willing to learn with me at this time as well, because all the information that I'm teaching is I've never taught before, so it's nice to have kids who are willing to work with me on that.
What am I looking forward to this year? Probably learning about nutrition and stuff, and how to make healthy decisions throughout my life, not just this year.
I'm looking forward to touching on more touchy subjects, because that's what her class is about. We get to talk about things that aren't really talked about in public, and it's just kind of fun, I think.
This is Justice Pullins signing off from NCTV.
At NCTV, we have a job where we film and broadcast all of our football games at NC. As you know, our last football game was a couple weeks ago, and Mr. Madsey decided to document all the behind the scenes.
And it's going to bring up first and goal now.
For the Mustangs.
Inside the Natrona 10.
For a couple of years, I had worked on the radio with Jack Noakes, who used to actually teach here. And we worked for K2 Radio, and we would do the road games every week. The radio stations just dropped those. So it was an opportunity for us to provide commentary and whatnot for NC football games, and it's turned into like a really cool project within NCTV.
I'm up on the crow's nest when either the close-up or the wide. I kind of like switch from both. So mainly what I do on the close-up camera is that I get close-ups of like the plays, but the wide shot is mainly just to get all the players like for the live stream.
Me and Allie trade off technical directing, which is the, we control the live stream pretty much.
In the backfield, Baker drops back to pass. Got some pressure, finds a man on the outside. It's going to be caught, but not in the end zone. Myers lays out for it, makes a great catch, but he was just a little bit outside of his reach to be able to keep his feet.
When I work with Mr. Jurgensen, it's great. It's a lot of fun. He's always like super happy and upbeat about everything.
We manipulate what is being shown on the live stream, so we cut between different camera angles. We mess with the score, the quarter, the timer.
Most of the times it's been super windy, but like at times you don't feel it because you're always like having fun.
We get to see kids who are working on the production side. So like Ali Crossan and Garrett Krakowski have done it this year, and Zach Nagy in years past. And watching them quickly pick up the scope and sequence of a live sporting event.
And drag him down out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. Good effort by Catlin.
It's fast-paced. It can get a little stressful, but it's definitely very satisfying and very fun.
The big stop, keeping it to 27. Well, Mustang offense is just going to have to find a way to get some things done.
We've got to provide an opportunity for students to grow, and I think that we've done that in multiple areas with cameras and operating systems as well. But also, we have a huge fan base and a lot of alumni. Next year will be 125 years of graduating classes from Natrona County High School. And the comments that we receive from the community through our broadcasts are incredible. They from all over the world. We've had guys stationed in military bases overseas that have watched our games. So it connects them to home, it connects our community. It's a really cool way for us to be able to keep people involved with the school no matter where they're at in the world.
Hey, looks like we're out of time. Sorry, guys.
Autumn, a time of change, death, and rebirth. This metamorphosis of seasons typically carries with it a positive connotation. However, there exists a dark underbelly to this time of year. While the little children run joyfully trick-or-treating, while the families gather over Thanksgiving dinner, and while the couples pick apples in a really dumb cliche way, the Christian girl rises. Christian girl. What does that name imply? The Christian girl is not traditionally Christian, but they can be, characterized by brunette hair, big scarves, the overuse of makeup, neutral shades of brown and orange, pumpkin spice, and worst of all, plaid. They hunt during the night, seeking the vulnerable. When the leaves begin to fall, they come out.
Pumpkin.
Finally, Mark, in the spirit of Halloween, he interviewed some of NC's new students. Not new students, but yeah.
If you know anything about NCTV, you'd know that all the students that are in it had to go through 2 years of film and television, which we study film and television in the class. I realized how important movies are to not only our class, but to everyone. So I traveled down to NC in my warm car to get out in the cold snow just to interview kids about their favorite horror movies. So here I am.
Probably The Shining.
It's a 50-50 bet between a really bad movie and a really good movie. The really bad one being probably like, I don't know, Gingerbread Man or something like that. And then the really good movie, I don't have one, so I'll just say Friday the 13th.
My favorite horror movie is probably Psycho.
Probably the original Blair Witch Project.
Friday the 13th or Reanimator.
My favorite horror movie is John Carpenter's The Thing.
Probably Halloween. Like, I don't know, Michael Myers, like, it's just different, like a weird, deranged, like, invincible man almost. It's kind of like cliche, but it's like Friday the 13th, the classics.
My favorite horror movie is The Conjuring. I think it's just got a really good plot, and I don't know, it's just my favorite.
Do you remember the name?
No.
Sorry about that. I thought we was out of time, but we is now.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah. You guys have a good day.